Laura. Laura, we gotta get out.
What?
There's a fire. The house is on fire. Come on! What are you waiting for? Get downstairs and I'll phone 999.
There's no fire. It's just another nightmare. There's no fire, love. We can't go on like this, Pete. You need to talk to someone. You need to talk to me.
Why? What's the point?
The baby's due any day now. I need to know you're going to be okay. People don't just have nightmares for no reason. If you told me what was wrong...
You'd be able to make them go away, would you?
Maybe. Or perhaps if you went to the doctors.
There's nothing you or anyone else can do.
How do you know?
I just do.
It's only natural to get a bit nervous when the big day's nearly here, but you've really got nothing to worry about.
It's not me I'm worried about. It's Pete, my partner. Ever since I discovered I was pregnant, he's been acting more and more strangely.
How do you mean?
We didn't exactly plan the baby. He was fine about it. Or at least he was at first. But then he started saying I should have a termination. Then he would almost immediately change his mind and say he's always wanted kids.
It's quite normal for a first-time father to have conflicting emotions during a pregnancy. How does he feel about the baby now?
I don't know. He barely talks to me. He started drinking more than usual and seems to want to do anything rather than spend time with me. For all I know, he could be thinking about leaving me.
You've never mentioned any of this before.
I thought it was just a phase he was going through until he got used to the idea of becoming a dad, but... He's a painter and decorator. When he moved in with me, he didn't take on any jobs, so he could spend all of his time getting the house ready for the baby.
So your place should be looking pretty good then?
Oh, everything's immaculate. But he hasn't gone back to work. And the house was finished weeks ago.
What about his moods? Does he seem worried or depressed?
There just seems to be this constant anxiety about him. And he's been having nightmares. Last night, he was convinced the house was on fire. He seems obsessed with buying smoke alarms. He got another one yesterday. I've lost count of how many we've got now.
Have you spoken to him about the nightmares?
I've tried. But he just clams up and refuses to discuss them. Says no one can help. The baby will be here in a couple of weeks. What's he going to be like then?
You could suggest he come in and see me.
Pete doesn't like doctors. Can't you visit him?
Well, I'm sorry, I can't force him to come in and see me.
But the way he is at the moment, I'm not sure I could trust him alone with a baby.
Donna, have we got Pete Buckland's notes yet? He's a transfer from another practice.
I'll have a look for you and bring them in.
Thanks. Nick, how are you?
To Dr. West. Hello.
Nick, you okay?
Sorry. Miles away. I'm fine, thanks. Mr. Simpson.
Dr. Fenton?
Hi, Dad, it's me. I'm just ringing you to remind you about tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah, I'm going out with Davy.
Who?
Davy, the guy you met at the Halloween party.
Oh, yes, right. Where's he taking you?
I told you all this. We're going to see a movie.
And what time will you be home?
About 11 at the latest.
We'll make sure it is 11.
I will.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Oh, what an exciting life I would lead then. See you later.
Bye. How do you fancy coming round to my place tonight? We'll have the house to ourselves. Great. See you later. Come in.
Here's the notes you asked for.
Oh, thanks, Donna.
Okay.
Okay, bye then, Mrs. Edwards. Drive carefully, won't you? Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, there you go.
Oh, thanks. See you later.
Bye. Sorry, we're actually closed now. We're open again at 4.
I'm here to see Dr. West.
OK, well, you have to make an appointment. Come back when we're open, I'm afraid.
Detective Sergeant Daniels. He's expecting me.
Right. OK, well, better come through. This way.
Come in.
Nick, this is dear...
Yes, Daniels. Hello again, Doctor.
Can I get you anything else? Tea? Coffee?
No, thanks.
Thanks, son. I'm good.
OK.
We've checked out the asthmatic girl's family from that case 5 years ago, and there's no evidence to link them to the letters. The father's now dead, and the mother's living in northern Australia. We've also questioned the family of the patient you saw a couple of weeks ago, and we're satisfied that they're not involved.
So we're back to square one.
Have you received any more letters?
No.
What about any other forms of communication or threats?
Went to a Halloween party this week and found a pumpkin on my car. Someone had scrawled murder on the bonnet.
Do you think it was someone at the party?
I doubt it. I knew most of the people there.
All the same, it would help if you give me a list of the guests. Can you think of anyone else who could be bearing a grudge against you? Anything going on in your personal life that could be significant?
No.
It might be something that seems really unimportant, but it could give us something else to go on.
There's nothing.
Let us know if you get any more letters. And don't open them.
There must be something else you can do.
Without any other avenues of investigation, there's nothing else we can do.
Hi, I'm Dr. Fenton from the Mill Health Centre.
Is it Laura? Something happened?
No, Laura's fine.
So, why are you here?
Actually, I came to speak with you. Do you mind if we go inside?
Now's not really a good time.
Well, it won't take long.
Please calm down, Dr. West.
How can I stay calm when you're not taking this seriously? I should have known you weren't going to do anything. I'm obviously not a priority, am I?
We currently don't have any other leads to pursue. That's why it's important that you tell us anything else that you can think of. Anything at all that might help us identify this letter writer.
I wonder what you would do if something happened to me. But then again, it would be too late, wouldn't it?
Dr. West, we take cases like this very seriously. Call me if there's anything that you can think of that could be of help to us.
Laura is very concerned about you, and it's not good for her to be under stress in her condition.
There's nothing for her to be worried about. Why would she be stressing about me?
She told me about the nightmares you had last night.
Look, if you don't mind, I'm finishing getting the nursery ready.
How often do you get these nightmares, Pete?
I've really got to get on.
Well, we can talk while you're working. Sure you're not overdoing the fire safety?
Better to be safe than sorry.
So, tell me about the fire. It's about 5 years ago, wasn't it?
What do you know about it?
So, they still don't know who it is then?
I convinced myself it was a relative of the girl that died. Can't believe it's not connected.
Well, it might not be. I mean, whoever's doing this might know nothing about that.
It has to be about that. You know, I really thought I was building a new life here. But now I feel I'm never going to be able to move on. There's always going to be someone there reminding me of what I did. I guess that's the price I'll have to pay.
Hey, Nick, now you just stop this. You're just depressed because the police have come up with a couple of blanks, that's all. Why don't you go home for the afternoon, forget about all this letter business? It's been a while since you had one anyway, you might not get another one.
No. Might be something worse.
I want to help you, Pete. Tell me what happened.
There's nothing to tell.
So why are you having nightmares?
I think you should go.
Look, this isn't just affecting you. Think what it's doing to Laura.
I don't have to talk to you about this.
Don't have to or don't want to? And what's it going to be like when the baby arrives?
What right do you have to come here breaking up the past?
But it's not the past to you, is it? I bet you relive every moment, every day, so why won't you talk about it?
Get out!
Were you there when the house was on fire?
I said go!
And you tried to get everybody out?
I'm not going to ask you again.
Your wife?
Just get out of my face!
And your child? What happened to her? What happened to her, Pete?
She died! She died. I was driving home. It was dark and there was a spray cloud in the sky. I thought someone was having a late night bonfire. When I got to the house, I phoned 999, but we lived in the country. I knew it'd be too late before anyone got there.
So you went inside?
Debbie was downstairs, unconscious on the sofa. I took her out and went back for Katie. I started going upstairs. I never got to the top.
I received your notes from your previous GP. I know that you attempted suicide and that you were sectioned for a while.
Soon after Katie died, Debbie and I split up. I couldn't see any reason for carrying on after that.
You had counselling while you were in hospital. Did that help? You could have more.
What's the point? Look at me! It doesn't work!
Counselling is a process that usually takes time. It's not a quick fix.
All it does is make you go over and over again what happened. I do that all the time! Last 2 weeks it's been getting worse. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I think the house is on fire. I can smell it.
But you've got smoke detectors everywhere. The alarms will go off.
But it's not this house. I'm back there in my old place. I can't get it out of my mind. Getting Debbie out. Not being able to get to Katie.
You can begin to put all this behind you now. Build a new life with Laura.
But it's since she's been pregnant that it all started coming back. I know it's ridiculous, but I have these moments when I'm convinced it's all going to happen again. Some days it's all I think about. Laura will be better off without me.
I'm sure that's not true. She's going to need all the help and support she can get.
How can I support her? I get flashbacks every night and during the day. What's it going to be like when I got a new baby in the house? I'm going mad! I can't put Laura through that. She wouldn't understand.
Laura doesn't know anything about this, does she?
Thanks.
Did you ever intend telling Laura?
No. I wanted to move on.
Don't you think that telling Laura would have helped you to do that?
I couldn't.
You know, Pete, I don't think you've ever really recovered from your loss of Katie and the trauma of the fire, and because of that, it's almost inevitable that you would suffer flashbacks or other symptoms related to what's happened.
I thought being with someone else would help. It's like a completely new start. I thought, over time, I'd be able to put it out of my mind.
Different people deal with the loss in different ways, and some recover more quickly than others. Because of your experience in the fire, I think you may also be suffering from chronic post-traumatic stress disorder.
As a result of something that happened over 5 years ago.
People with chronic PTSD often have periods of remission before the symptoms reappear. It can go on for years. What I suggest is that we refer you to a psychologist so that you can be properly assessed and the appropriate methods of treatment determined.
I'd have to tell Laura. How can I tell her now? She doesn't know I was married or I had a child. Let alone I'm so screwed up.
Well, there's only one way to find out. You need people about you who know what you've been through and can support you. When you're ready, you can make an appointment to see me and we can discuss the options.
You look terrible. So what's happened now?
I don't know how to tell you this.
You can tell me what's wrong.
A couple of weeks ago, I started getting poison pen letters.
Why?
Come sit down.
Pete? Pete!
Hello?
Dr. Fenton.
It's Laura Ferguson. Did you see Pete today?
You did, didn't you?
What did you say to him?
I'm afraid I can't discuss that with you.
Can't discuss it with me. I'm about to have his baby.
Sorry, Laura, you really do need to talk to Pete.
And you need to calm down.
Can. I'm 38 weeks pregnant and he's left me. This is all your fault.
What do you mean he's left you?
Oh, don't pretend you don't know. He's left me a note. You and the baby will be better off without me.
I honestly didn't know about that.
Have you tried his mobile?
No, what a good idea. I'd never have thought of it. Of course I've tried his mobile. He's left that as well.
Have you any idea where he might be?
He's probably just gone to get drunk.
Do you know where?
Whoever's doing it is trying to freak me out. And they're succeeding.
Why do they hate you so much?
Wherever I go, it's going to always come out.
What is?
When I told you that my marriage broke up, it wasn't just because we lost our child. A young patient I was treating died.
But patients die all the time, don't they?
Depends on how they die and why.
So what happened?
There was a trial. And I was forced to retrain as a doctor.
Why? I don't understand.
I was found guilty of negligence. One of the letters called me a murderer. That's what I am.
Leave me alone, Doctor.
I understand how difficult this must be for you, Pete. But you've now got a real opportunity to tackle the issues you have as a result of Katie's death. And you've got a second chance at building a family in a loving relationship. Very few people get to do that.
I can't expect Laura to deal with my problems.
Because you're scared of talking about the past?
It seems so simple, but...
But what? You did it today. You've told me. Why would it be any more difficult telling Laura?
You had a daughter.
She would have been 7 now.
What about your wife? Do you still see her?
No. We got divorced.
Why now?
What?
Why tell me about this now? I mean, couldn't you have picked a better time? You could have waited till I'd gone into labor. Or on our wedding day. That's why you didn't want to get married.
Pete's nightmares have been caused by flashbacks to the night of the fire. I don't think he's ever really recovered from the bereavement. He's agreed to a psychological assessment to determine the best course of treatment.
So you're saying he's not right in the head? It doesn't need a psychologist to work that out?
You know, I haven't been well for months now. But I didn't think anyone could help me. Dr. Fenton's made me realize that they can. I need to begin to talk about what happened. And I need you to help me get through this.
And I need you to help me! How can you tell me all of this now? I'm about to have a baby, your baby! You can't just suddenly say you're a completely different person and expect me to be okay about it.
But I don't.
Am I gonna wake up one morning and find out something else about you that you forgot to tell me? How can we have a relationship and bring a baby into this world if I suspect you might have other secrets?
I don't.
How do I know that? I can't trust anything you say anymore.
Don't you have any idea how difficult this has been for me? I've spent 5 years trying to block these things out of my mind, hoping they'd go away. But finally today I decided that I can't go on like that. I have to deal with the past, and I need you to help me do that.
Surely the fact that Peter has tried to tell you about this difficult period of his life shows you that he wants to be honest with you.
I knew I was right to begin with. She's better off without me.
Does this change things between us?
No. No, of course not.
I feel bad offloading on you. We barely know each other.
Well, maybe we can get to know each other a little better.
I didn't think you was looking for that kind of relationship.
I've changed my mind.
Pete! Pete, come on, Pete. Pete, hear me out. Laura's going through a worrying period. It's hardly surprising she reacted as she did. Given time, I'm sure she'll understand.
I doubt it. I shouldn't have gone back. We're finished.
Dr. Fenton? Hi. Donna. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Laura's telephoned the surgery. She's gone into labour. She's taking a taxi to St. Phil's. I'll give you a lift. Whatever happens between you and Laura in the future, you'll regret it if you're not there.
Okay? I'll be back in a moment.
You okay?
Yeah.
You don't know what it means to me, you being here.
I think I do.
Apart from that, you don't judge me like everyone else.
Well, you admitted it was your fault. And it took courage. I admire that.
It's been tough dealing with it alone.
Well, you don't need to be alone. You've got me. I'm going to help you get through this. You'll see.
Dad? Dad, are you in? He must be out. Do you want to stay for a drink or something?
Yeah, go on then.
How bad was that film?
We should have so asked for our money back.
Well, like 50% off for walking out halfway through.
No.
I should have gone back to the doctor's months ago. I ought to have told you about the fire. But I promise, I'm gonna get myself sorted out this time. I've got 2 good reasons now.
Do you want to go upstairs?
I don't know.
Oh, look, no, if I'm moving too fast, just...
No, it's not that. It's just like, what happens when my dad comes back?
Then we'll just have to keep the noise down, won't we? Bit of a go-a-year-old man, isn't he?
What the?
The very first episode of Open All Hours tonight at 7:30 here on BBC1. But next this afternoon, there's a ballerina who won't be doing any more pliés in Murder, She Wrote.